This 26 Sports and CCTV high school football presentation is brought to you by Cadillac Casting Incorporated.
All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to exciting high school football action here on 26 Sports and CCTV. My name is Jeff Castillo, and with me in the booth tonight, Mr. Mike Redmond. How you doing, Mike?
Very good, Jeff. It's
Good.
going to be a great night here for another good high school football game.
Yeah, been looking forward to it. We had last week off, so it's been a couple weeks since we've been up here and into the high school football action. We got a good game for us going tonight with the Lake City Trojans hosting the Everett Wildcats in a Highland Conference showdown. Now Lake City comes in undefeated, both overall and in the conference, and Everett comes in 1-5. They're struggling just a little bit. So we are about to have the Lake City band, marching band, play the national anthem here. They are directed by Mr. Adam Eisenreich and drum major Kyle Brasinio. So here we go, national anthem. All right, nice job there by the Lake City Marching Band. Always nice to hear the local high school bands playing at the events. They're out there giving it their all. A little soggy tonight as we've got just a little bit of rain out there. It's been just enough to get you wet. It hasn't been pouring or anything.
Now, very nice temperature for a football game. Just a little bit better to have the pads on to keep you warm than just sit in one spot and get soaked, but good for the players, a little tougher for the fans.
Mm-hmm. Well, the cheerleaders are they're staying warm, jumping around, doing their thing. It's homecoming night tonight, so they got a lot of extra excitement going on tonight. I know coaching football and everything back in the day, it was you always kind of dreaded the homecoming night with all the distractions and everything that can bring you, trying to get your players to focus on the game, and there's just so many other things going on. But it's always just a good environment and kind of a neat thing to have going on.
Yep, puts more people in the stands. That's good. Definitely, the excitement factor can go up on homecoming night.
Right. Although as I look over at the Everett stands tonight, it doesn't look like they were real interested in celebrating the homecoming of Lake City.
No.
There's about 4 or 5 umbrellas over there and about a dozen people. And
a little bah humbug from the Everett side.
Yeah. A lot of them didn't make the trip tonight.
Lake City fans are going to make up for it, I think, here.
All right, so the Trojans have been on a tear. They actually have not lost a regular season game in quite a while, because they didn't lose last year until they got to the semifinals in the state playoffs, and they're 6-0 this year. So they've been on quite a roll as far as the regular season goes here.
Yeah, they're racking up the wins, and overall just once again, putting just a really solid regular season together.
Yep. Yeah, they've got good balance. They are introducing some of their players right now. Looks like maybe their starting offense is coming out.
You know, when you think high school football, a lot of times if you think of a team putting together a record like that, you're thinking, you know, really a strong ground attack, you know, ball control, you know, keeping the ball in your hands, control. But they don't necessarily play that way. They're not afraid to open it up at all, and just quick strikes, score quick. And really a very exciting high school football team to watch play.
And they're very unpredictable, you know, because they're so balanced and do so many things well. It really makes them hard to defend.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know what they're going to do. I mean, you know, their quarterback, their Matt Holt, he can take off with the ball at any time, or he can keep it, and, you know, he's got a good arm. Can really throw it out there, hands it off, and does the option well. They've got great balanced receivers. Their line has been, you know, providing all kinds of time and holes for the running backs, time for the quarterback. So they're pretty good this year. It's nice to see. So Everett's going to give it everything they got, and it looks like Everett is going to kick off to them. That looks like number 12, Carter Pritchard, who is going to kick off for the Wildcats.
You know, Everett has nothing to lose here tonight. So they can just let it hang out and go for it.
That's right. Give it all they got. Okay, ball is up. It's a short kick. Lands at about the 30. They get a good bounce. It's picked up about the 24-yard line. He gets up to about the 30-yard line before he is taken down. Looks like about at the 31. It's a little difficult. Did you catch a number?
Yeah, I did. It's number 23, Nolan Rowan. Made a nice open field tackle there. Start the defense for the Wildcats.
Okay, so Lake City is going to take over at their 31-yard line. Everett taking a look at their offensive positioning here. That's Holt back in the shotgun, hands it off. That's David Green. Green gets up to about 2 or 3 yards, maybe up to about the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up about a second. Well, looks like about a 2nd and 7. And the Wildcats hoping to put a stop to this powerful Lake City offense and get the ball back and get something going of their own. Like you say, Lake City can be a quick strike offense. Just when you think you've got them held down, then all of a sudden they pull out the big play. Holt looks over the defense. Hands it off to, that looked like Noah Thome, number 11. Actually, no, that wasn't.
Couldn't catch a number on that.
Well, I have to look because I don't have a number 11. Let me double check my program here.
Yeah, let's look over here.
I wonder if that's Noah Thome. I'm guessing it's Noah Thome. Maybe you can look and see if there's a number 10 out there. He's listed as number 10, but I do think it's Noah Thome.
That must be Noah.
All right, so that threw me for a
There we go.
little bit right there. Okay, so it's 3rd and 11. That's Holt, breaks a tackle, trying to find something up the right side, gets back to maybe about the 33-yard line. Doesn't look like a lot there, so nice job by the Everett defense holding Lake City tight. They are only able to gain about 3 yards total on that drive, and they are going to be punting the ball away.
Yep, Donovan Reagan led that tackling charge there, and really good push from the Wildcats' defensive front during that series.
Yep,
They're getting in there. They must not have read the scouting report.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, he got a good boot off. Nobody back to defend. Looked like they might have been going for it, but boy, you got a good bounce. That one's going to go all the way up to about the 15-yard line. So Everett is going to start deep in their own zone at about the 15-yard line. We'll see what they have to bring offensively. They've got quarterback senior Carter Pritchard starting things off.
Yeah, kind of a low punt, and it rolled once it hit the ground.
Yeah, they got an excellent bounce off of that one. Okay, so here come the Wildcats. They've got one split out to the right, a couple in the backfield, one to the right, one to the left, and they've got 2 halfbacks, a running back and a halfback in the backfield. Handoff. Nothing there as Lake City's defense stands tall. I'm not sure he quite got back to the line of scrimmage. And I did not catch a number.
No, we had 2 Lake City tacklers there, but just a little out of our viewing range here.
Might have been number 11, Cameron Bracington. Looks like he did end up getting one. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. They're all spread out. They've got 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Carter Pritchard in the shotgun takes a snap, almost lost it, hands it off. That's big number 32, Billy Conklin. Conklin bowls his way up close to the 25-yard line. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down marker by a couple. It's going to bring up a long 3rd and 3 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, nice 2nd down play there.
Yeah, real good run. He
Had
didn't have a lot there, but he ran hard, kept the legs churning. Okay, so, boy, they've got trips out to the left this time. One split out to the right. Pritchard takes a snap. He's hanging it off. He keeps it himself and buried right there for a loss. He's all the way down to about the 19-yard line. They lost about 3 or 4 on that one. Good tackle by Lake City defense. Did you catch a number on the tackle, Mike?
Yeah, Thomas Bloomberg.
Okay.
He had it all wrapped up before it ever had a chance to do anything.
Boy, he got back there quick.
He did.
That's going to bring up a 4th and about 6 for the Wildcats, and that is going to put them into punt mode. We've got number 1, Devin Davis, back around midfield to catch the punt. Snap is up and away. It's fielded. Punt is off. Looks like a low liner. He's going to get a good bounce off this. Davis takes it at his own 44, trying to get out around the right end. There's tacklers there, and he finally goes down at about the 43-yard line in Everett territory. Nice return by Devin Davis. So the Trojans are going to start off with excellent field position. And that was all really set up by the nice punt that they got.
Yep, they pinned him back pretty deep.
That, along with a good stop on defense,
Yep.
and they've got good field position.
You know, and that's the thing with Lake City. With Bloomberg going in there, he doesn't try to go for the big hit. He just makes the tackle.
Yep,
And
wraps
gets the
up
guy
nice
down.
and
Yep.
gets him down.
That's
okay.
good discipline.
Here comes Lake City. Holt decides to keep it himself. He's got a hole. He's running right up the middle. He's across the 30 all the way up to about the 27-yard line. Nice run by quarterback Matt Holt.
Yeah, he got some extra yards there, too, once the initial contact was made by the Wildcats. And Cameron Brasington finally kind of rode him down. But
he is not easy to bring down.
No, he gets going. He's fast.
Very athletic. Tough kid. All right, they've got 2 split out to the left and 1 to the right. Looks like Davis and Marion to the left and Green to the right. Greenfield. Actually, it's not Greenfield. I'm sorry, that's Braden Hingston. Ball goes around the left hand, and Everett is got the ball. Turnover, and they have come up with it. So they got a big turnover there to stop the Lake City offense, and they are going to take over the ball. Bad break for the Trojans, good break for the Wildcats. And they are going to start this drive at about the 27-yard line. And they've got, they've got quite the, they've got about 5 or 6 out to the left here. I don't know if I've ever seen this formation before. And looks like they handed off to Billy Conklin, trying to sneak him around the right side, but Lake City wasn't going for it. They only got a couple on that one. Okay, so that's a new look. And it was actually fielded quite well by Lake City. A lot of times the old defensive coach is putting the tee up and calling for a timeout to regroup when that happens. But
they split him way out to the left.
Yeah, they did.
Not just like a little bit off the end, but way out.
All right, so that's something new. Thought we saw some different formations in the 8-man football. There was one.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so 2nd 8 for the Wildcats. Pritchard takes it, and flags are flying. First flags of the evening. You knew it was bound to happen sooner or later.
Yeah, you hate to break that seal on that.
Yep.
Sometimes they don't stop once they start, and that's no disrespect to the officials. That's what they're out there to do.
All right, so this one is going against Lake City. That is referee Wick Welzine tonight. We've got umpire Tony Biscup, line judge Ken Bodine, back judge Kurt Ballion, And the head linesman is Chris Gillard tonight. That is going to end up giving Everett about a 2nd and 4 from their own 35. Maybe a long 3. Now they've got splits to the right, splits to the left. Conklin is in the backfield with Pritchard. Send one in motion. Got trips over to the left now. Pritchard takes it, hands it off to Conklin. He's got room, cuts back, he's up the middle, and it looks like he is across up to the 40-yard line. That's going to give Everett their first down of the first down of the evening. And I think it's real important for them to get something offensively going. You know, their defense has stood up well so far against Lake City's offense.
Yep, the fumble didn't hurt. You know, Lake City was kind of charging there, but, you know, take what you can get.
Yep, they were fortunate enough to get that turnover, and now they're trying to make something happen offensively. Okay, here comes Pritchard from the shotgun again. Takes a snap, hands it off to Conklin again. He is met. He might have got across the line of scrimmage for maybe one tough one, and he was put right back.
Looks like a good back. I mean, he runs with his head up. He's picking the holes. He runs with strength when he runs and purpose. You can see it, but nothing doing on that one.
Well, and they are running against a stingy defense here.
Yep.
Lake City in 6 games this year have only given up, 25 points? They've been scored on like 4 times. So they are not easy to get the ball and score. And here comes the half to the left and half to the right play for Everett. Let's see what they're going to do this time. This time he's going to fade back. He passes it up. He's got a little screen going. Conklin on the reception. Catches it, gets across midfield. He's up to about the 47-yard line, and that's good for another first down for the Wildcats.
Well, nice little play. Nothing too risky. Just found a little soft spot in the defense and tossed it. Conklin's a good runner once he's got it secured, so.
All right, so almost look like some of those linemen out way to the left. That's kind of like a lineman's dream, isn't it, to be out there kind of as a wide receiver?
Out in the open field.
Some of them are slot guys. Some of them are wide receivers. All right, they're starting into Lake City territory for the first time. Conklin's got it again, finding some room around the right side. Marches up to Lake City's 40-yard line. Look, that one looked like it was good for about 7. Tough running Billy Conklin.
Yeah, he's earning his money tonight so far. Springs up into the hole pretty quickly. You know, so if he's, like you said, if he's just got a little opening, that's about all he needs.
All right, Everett on the march. They've got a 2nd and 3 here from Lake City 40-yard line. Pritchard takes a snap, hands it off to Conklin again. Conklin's met, but still ends up getting a yard or 2. He's going to be just short of the first down. That is going to bring up a 3rd and about 1 for the Wildcats. All right, quick huddle, and they're moving right along. Hands it off inside. Boy, it's going to be close.
Oh, boy.
All depends on the spot that they're going to give him on forward progress. He ended up about 6 yards back from the rush of the Lake City defense, but this one's going to be a close one. They might bring out the sticks to measure this one. And that is what the referee, Mr. Rick Welzine, is doing.
Yeah, they needed a good full yard on this side.
I'm not sure. Well, Mike, who do we have as our sponsors tonight?
Tonight, our broadcast is presented by Cadillac Casting, Fox Motors of Cadillac, Cadillac Tire, LC Materials, Bowman and Rogers, Lake City Family Pharmacy, A-Tech Automotive, Ash's Coffee Cup, and Pizza Plus.
All right, and thank you to our sponsors. Okay, the officiating crew is bringing it out to closer to middle of the field here for their measurement. This is going to be very close. And it appears that it is going to be a touch short, so it's going to be 4th down in a matter of inches for the Wildcats. So I don't know. You know, if I'm 1 and 5, I'm going for it.
Absolutely.
There we go. Let's get something going here. They've been having pretty good success moving the ball.
Big momentum builder if you can get it.
Yep, if you can't get a couple inches. Here we go. Handoff is to Conklin. He got a good push, and he's definitely over for the first down. Looks like he ended up getting a couple on the play. So another first down for the Wildcats. They've got a little offensive surge going on.
Yeah, it's Conklin is working hard out there, and then so is the line.
He's got quite a few carries already. All right, we've got 3:09 as the clock is ticking right away in this first quarter. Boy, it's gone down by quick here. All right, so we got we got 6 players out to the left. Some of them look like linemen out there. Let's see what the Wildcats are going to bring this time. Pritchard takes a snap, hands it off to, that's Conklin again. Conklin's working his way up the middle. Looks like it was good for about 5 yards, maybe 6. And
nice run.
That formation's been working pretty good for them so far. They only got stopped that first initial time, and they've been getting a few after that.
Yeah, it's hard to know if this is something new or if they've been doing this all year, but it would feel like it's got something to do with they don't have much to lose here tonight, coming into this game. So,
well, they're eventually going to go left one of these times as soon as Lake City kind of falls asleep out there, and there it is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that was number 11, Cameron Brasington, trying to cut up the middle. He did end up getting a few. That's going to bring about a 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats. They're inside the 30 up to about the 28-yard line.
A little introduction to Mr. Skyler Miller there from Lake City on that one. He might have been feeling like a bale of hay there for a minute.
Introduced himself. He's a big kid.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a 3rd and 3. Wildcats are on the move. Conklin in the backfield. Pritchard takes it, hands it off to Conklin up the middle. He's still on his feet, working his way through. He got across the 25 up to about the 23. That's going to be another first down for the Wildcats.
Sebastian Noren finally gets him to the grass, but Conklin is really running with some purpose here tonight.
Yeah, he is.
And the line for the Wildcats is making him, giving him enough space. That's all you need, right? Just whoever your back is, whatever space they need, get it for them.
All right, here we go. We got 6 to the left and 5 to the right. Pritchard's one of them. He's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Looking for Brasington again. He decides to put it up against, oh boy, it was up for number 9. And the Lake City defense, that was Devin Davis, that arrived just on time. Actually think that ball might have been catchable, and just out of the hands. That looked like number 9, Hunter Maxwell.
Yeah, he took a pretty good lick there right about the time the ball arrived, too, and that never helps with securing the catch. But good play, though. Nice-looking play.
Yeah, they had it set up nice.
They had the deception. Everything was good.
All right, no harm done. 2nd and 10. Pritchard takes it and hands it off to Conklin. Conklin's getting around the right side, still on his feet. Ends up getting about 2 or 3 before he's brought down. We are inside of 1 minute in this opening quarter.
Thomas Bloomberg was the primary on that tackle. About 3 or 4 other Lake City jerseys in there, too.
All right, that's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Pritchard making sure he's got all his guys lined up in the right spot. Looking over the defense, back in the shotgun again, decides to keep it. Sets up a little screen and just a little bit too far for Billy Conklin. Boy, they had the screen set up.
They sure did.
Had some blocking out there, and I'm sure we're going to probably see that one again before the night's over.
Yeah, he really had to scramble backwards to not get sacked, and I think that's what led to the overthrow.
That's going to stop the clock at about 27 seconds to go, and it also brings up a 4th down and about 8 for the Wildcats. Lake City trying to put a hold on this and keep them out of the end zone. Okay, so they're setting up for a field goal here. They are at about the 27. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Pretty good attempt in high school football.
Oh, darn
they
it.
did botch the snap, and ball is still up. It hits the ground. Lake City recovers. They were going to get it anyway, but they got a few extra bonus yards out of that one. So no good on the snap. Nice thought. Going to go for 3 there.
Yeah, it's
And
an
Lake City's defense
opportunity.
holds up. Yeah.
You know, to see a kick for a field goal at this level of football, you don't get a lot to see that much unless it's a point after attempt.
First one I've seen this year.
Kind of hated to see that snap fall apart. I wanted to see him get it off, but.
All right, so here comes the Lake City offense. We've got 20 seconds left in this first quarter. Pitch is made. That's Holt keeping it around the left end. He's got a little bit of running room. Looks like he's close to the 40-yard line. That may end up being the first play or the last play of the first quarter as the clock winds down, and that is definitely going to do it for the first quarter of play here, where we have a scoreless 0-0 game. We've got the Lake City Trojans 0 and the Everett Wildcats 0. You are watching high school football action on 26 Sports and CCTV. We'll be back in just a moment for second quarter action.